didn't even notice that this says hi friend on it. Ah, that just got like 10 times cuter. Ah. Welcome back. This is Nikki Terry Style. We have been having a blast on this channel recently, thrifting our way through the city of San Antonio, Texas. I really hope you've been enjoying this series and seeing inside what are probably the top 10 thrift stores in San Antonio. I've got like a huge haul that I'm going to share with you in the next video. I found so many cool vintage pieces, had tons of fun, and we kind of rated each of the thrift stores as we went. So this has been a really special series, and it's not over yet because we have one last incredible stop to make before the finale. Today we are going to be visiting a very special estate sale. I've teased this throughout the series. This is an estate sale of a local celebrity, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about it before we get into the actual estate sale. As always with any estate sale, we do want to be very respectful. Just approach this with gratitude that we get to appreciate these items in our own way. And I know you all are always very thoughtful in the comments section, so thank you. Today we are attending the estate sale of Mrs. Polly Lou Livingston, who was something of a local legend in San Antonio, having been a Texan her whole life into her 90s. I actually personally have been a fan of Miss Livingston for a long time without even knowing it, which I'll get into in a second. She was described as being an artist at heart, and she was incredibly involved in the local art scene in San Antonio. She would host these big gatherings that were called art tea parties, where she'd have local and traveling artists come through. And she collaborated with other famous artists like Ray Chavez to throw these big performance art pieces. She was also known for being incredibly fashionable. She was named Best Dressed Woman in San Antonio. But in addition to being artsy and creative, prolific, beloved, incredibly stylish, she was also an actress, and she is most well known for her role in the cartoon series Adventure Time, of which I personally am a huge fan, and she voiced the role of that character that's a tiny elephant named Tree Trunks. So again, I was very grateful that I was able to attend this estate sale, see her wonderful, thoughtful collection of pieces, including some memorabilia from the show Adventure Time, and just really take it all in and imagine the life of this really incredible person. So now that we understand a little bit about where we're headed, let's go take a look at this incredible estate sale. Good morning, San Antonio. This is the main event today. We're going to an estate sale. I feel like with any estate sale, like I have no idea what to expect. There could be a huge line. I'm about 30 minutes early, which hopefully is enough. And I'm just excited to get in there and see if I can get my hands on like a few key things and to see how much I can like film in there and everything. And I have no idea what the pricing will be like either, so hopefully I can stay in my budget and actually afford to get a few things, but I'm just excited to take a look anyway. So let's go. Let's go wait in a line. Okay, I did sign up. I'm number 36, which is not like a great place to be. I was hoping to be like in the first 10 because I'm imagining that's probably how many they'll limit. So I could be waiting a little while, but it's a nice day. And I forgot my like bags in the car, like reusable totes. So I got to leave and go get them, and now we're waiting. Here we go. cutest kitchen I've ever seen. Lamp. I really kind of want it. I don't know how to get it home though. Okay, so we just left the estate sale. Hopefully you could kind of see what it looked like in there. Just such a beautiful, like, really warm home. And you know, I don't want to like make any judgments, but I do want to say, like, it really was so interesting and just such style. You got the whole art scene vibe. And yeah, there was like a good kind of cool feeling in there. They were blasting the doors and yeah, it felt kind of magical. So I got some like fun, weird, weird stuff. Weird as in like artsy, unusual, uncommon things. You know, a few things that like you don't really need, but like, don't you? Don't you need some like odd beauty in your life? Yeah, that was really fun. The only thing I was disappointed that by the time I got in there, all of the Adventure Time stuff was already gone. I had to wait about an hour. I was number 36 on the list. So an hour wait was not too bad considering I also got here a half an hour early. So I knew I was gonna wait at least a half hour. So yeah, I really, really wanted to get anything with tree trunks on it. But yeah, everything was gone. So I just kept looking, like scanning, like, am I missing something? Like any little thing, and didn't see a thing. So I'm happy I got some other cool pieces. The only thing I got that was even Adventure Time was a DVD. But I was like, well, this will be cool. And it was $5. So they did give me a little bit of a deal. Like once I had all my stuff together, it was like, oh, can we just round down to the total? So I'm like not totally sure what I paid for individual items, but I'm guessing around like $12 per item or something. The jewelry was really cool. I feel like I could have gone a lot more ham on the jewelry, but I don't know, it felt fun to just pick a few like kind of special pieces that like I know for sure I'm gonna like always remember exactly where I got them. So all right, that's enough rambling for now. I will show you everything I got once I get home. Wow, so as I mentioned, after leaving that estate sale, there was just a really special warm feeling to that estate sale. And I am so thankful that I got to experience it and share it with you. And before I show you all of the pieces that I brought home from the estate sale, let's just have a moment of gratitude for Mrs. Polly Lou Livingston and all the ways in which she shared her incredible gifts with the world. Okay, I'm gonna show you what I brought home. Some of these things you saw me pick out during the estate sale, others I didn't get on film yet, so I'll just show you everything in no particular order. By the time I got into the estate sale, all of the actual Adventure Time artwork and memorabilia had already been snatched up. People were definitely very much looking forward to those items. So the only piece that I could find was a DVD of the complete 6th season of Adventure Time. And as I mentioned, I am a big fan of this show. My boyfriend and I watch it together. We've rewatched it together multiple times. And so I thought there was no harm in me picking this up to add to my collection. It'll be fun to know that this particular season came from one of the actresses' homes. I personally loved that jewelry collection, and it was one of the things that I was very much looking forward to seeing more of when I got to the estate sale. I did bring home a few jewelry pieces. First up, I got this pink flamingo necklace. This is all just plastic, but what a fun statement piece. I could definitely see me wearing this and just throwing it onto a more of a plain, boring outfit just to like jazz it up. And I love how unique it is. Like this is the type of thing that you just don't see every day. These chunky black and white earrings were something I had seen in photos in advance, and I knew I wanted to take a look at them. I love how they're just like a 60s mod style potentially, or they look like they could be 80s. In any case, they're clip-ons. They're super cute. This is the type of thing that I definitely will get wear out of. And again, I'll never forget where these ones came from because they really are such a special piece. And the last jewelry item is just this set of oversized rhinestone earrings. These are a screw back, which I don't particularly love to wear, but I thought these are just so fun and sparkly, will catch the light nicely. So they had to come home with me also. I didn't even notice that this says hi friend on it. Ah, that just got like 10 times cuter. Ah. I am so delighted about this next piece. She had quite a collection of salt and pepper shakers, which to me was very fun. It reminds me of when you go into a wonderful antique store and there's all kinds of different like kitschy salt and pepper shakers everywhere. So I decided to pick up a pair for myself and I chose the little dachshund. And I thought this was kind of funny, but this did have actual salt still in it. When I brought it home, I actually ended up accidentally making a huge mess with it before I emptied out all the salt. I think for me, I'm just gonna end up putting this on display and not necessarily using them as a salt and pepper shaker, but we'll see. They'll stay in my home for a long time, I'm sure. I brought home this just quirky daisy fly swatter. We saw it hanging up in the kitchen. They asked $1 for it and I thought, I just want that. I just wanted it. I did bring home this brown and gold sweater, which is a vintage Italian knit. And you'll see in the try on, it's in a little bit rough shape. So hopefully I can do a little bit of repair or get a professional to take care of that because I do really want to keep this. I think it's such a special piece. So here's the sweater I picked up. I was very happy this was still there. It was one of the items that I saw in the pictures before I went to the estate sale that I was really hoping to take a look at in person. Some of the other clothing items that I really had hoped to see had already been purchased before I got there, and others were just being sold for like way out of my price range, as you saw. It was like a really wide range of clothing options there. So I was really happy that I was still able to pick up this sweater. So the shoulders have like this incredible puff to them. There's actually like a little padding in there, but it's not like a typical shoulder pad, like it's all on the edge to give you that little like princess sleeve. Ah. And then you can see there's 2 buttons here to button this top over. I am seeing there's like a couple of spots where now that I've like put this on, it's clear that the knit is like coming really loose in a couple of spots. So that's a little bit disappointing. I'm gonna have to see if I can do a little bit of repair. But I also love, I couldn't tell from the pictures, but I love how this has like a sparkly metallic thread through it. So it's actually brown with like this gold little sparkle through it. Like it's just, it's so cute. Like I still think it's so cute. The detail of the sleeves, the detail of this big bow, like I really love it. I think it's a really special piece and like it feels very, very cool to wear something like this. And this is the last item and probably my favorite find from the estate sale. And this is, I'm actually not 100% sure. This is an antique item that is either traditionally used as a stand to hold ladies' gloves or to hold post, like letters, outgoing letters, incoming letters. I have read it 2 different ways on the internet and talking to a friend who had seen one of these in an antique store that was labeled. In any case, I'll show you how I'm actually using this piece. I've been keeping my masks on it and just hanging them from the little hands. Modern problems require beautiful antique solutions. Now, I did see a couple of these online, as I mentioned. I could put a link below, but this one is extra special because it has an extra piece at the bottom, and this one actually would come off and you could mount it to the wall and use it as a separate clip. It's a larger one here at the bottom. So this is technically actually 2 different pieces. But like I said, this is one of my favorite things that I brought home and now I get to use it every day. So thank you so much for coming with me to this estate sale. Thank you so much again to Mrs. Polly Lou Livingston for her wonderful collection of items and sharing that with us. Again, I'll encourage you all to be extra thoughtful in the comments. We do want to show a lot of respect for this individual. and I'll see you soon for the next video. We're going to wrap this entire San Antonio adventure with one big styling haul. Again, you can see all the pieces behind me. I'm gonna be styling everything up for you in different looks and just have a blast looking back on all of these incredible pieces that we found in San Antonio. So you don't want to miss it. If you're not already, you can subscribe and turn on notifications for that video, and I'll see you guys there soon.